Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They will use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all.
Greetings, fellow heretics. Today we take a look at the mighty Fist of Rukt and all those who have wielded it. Let's begin. The Fist of Rukt originates back to an ancient Doisac and the beginning of Jiralhanae's society. When the species first explored barely accessible areas of Doisac, a scavenging pack of Marauders discovered a cache of rare, extremely resilient metals in an ancient ruin. Some of these metals included a large stone that would later become the headpiece of the Fist of Rukt. For the following decades, the Fist of Rukt was used by clans of nomadic Jiralhanae, until the weapon eventually fell into the hands of Chieftain Rukt. Rukt initiated the first immolation, a decade-long civil war that devastated Jiralhanae society all across Doisac, pushing the Jiralhanae back into a tribal society. During the war, Rukt and his descendants killed thousands of Jiralhanae with the Fist of Rukt as they battled opposing clans across Doisac. The Fist of Rukt became a ceremonial hammer passed down from chieftain to chieftain in the ruling clan of Jiralhanae. This tradition had been celebrated by the clan for numerous generations. It is regarded as a holy object to the Jiralhanae and was expected to be treated with great care by its handler. Throughout the hammer's long history, the haft of the Fist of Rukt had been broken and reforged numerous times. Later on, a chieftain was challenged by his own son for the control of the clan and the right to wield the Fist of Rukt. In a duel that followed, the son named Marauders killed his father and became the new chieftain and claimed the Fist of Rukt for himself. With the hammer now in his control, Marauders crushed all opponents that attempted to challenge his command. When the Covenant discovered Doisac, Marauders eagerly embraced the Centurion's promise of the Great Journey and brought his pack into the fold of the Covenant. During the first contact battle on Harvest, Marauders was challenged by his young nephew, Tartarus, for failing to secure an oracle from the humans. Marauders was overwhelmed by the strength of his nephew and lost. His last words to Tartarus were, "Never forget the meaning of this age, nephew." Tartarus then crushed Marauders' skull with the Fist of Rukt while he clung onto a ladder. Tartarus returned to his body and stripped him of his chieftain armor, claiming the Fist of Rukt and the title of chieftain of his pack. The Fist's reputation as a weapon of mighty leaders was further enhanced when the Prophet of Truth blessed Tartarus with the title of chieftain of all the Covenant's Jiralhanae, and the weapon was modified with Covenant technology. Tartarus was an expert operator of the newly attached impellers. He used them not only to enhance the damage of the Fist's attacks, but also to manipulate the gravity fields near and around enemies. This became the prototype and template for future gravity hammers, used by the Jiralhanae in the Covenant military. The Warhammer was never far from Tartarus' side, nor was it allowed to remain idle for long. As the enforcer of the Prophet of Truth, Tartarus used the Fist of Rukt to ensure obedience from the lesser races under his control. The Fist was also Tartarus' preferred weapon for use in eliminating any chieftain foolish enough to hint at challenging his command. Tartarus eventually increased the hammer's haft to account for the upgrades added by the Covenant. And by the time of the Great Schism, there were few who did not dread the sight of Tartarus and his massive maul. The current location of the Fist of Rukt, however, remains a mystery following the death of Tartarus in the control room on Delta Halo.